me tell you, Kamala, she does different accents. Black community, she's like, shit, let me tell you something, honey.
And Joe Biden telling a group of supporters, quote, you call him a racist, go F yourself.
You're all reading into that. Anyway.
Watch this. Wow. Play that again, Sam? What was that? Huh. That is full lip. Full lip.
Uh-oh, cat fight. It's official. Jill Biden cannot stand Kamala Harris. She savagely roasted Kamala Harris at the White House to uproarious laughter. I'll show you that in a second, but let's first revisit every Jill Biden cold shoulder moment towards Kamala. So this is how Jill Biden treated Kamala right after the election on Veterans Day. You could see Kamala Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, the second gentleman, show up, shake someone's hand just off camera. That's not Jill Biden's hand. Jill Biden, who's seated right next to her right there, never even looks at her, definitely doesn't shake her hand. Here's a close-up of their non-interaction. Jill Biden cannot stand this beat. Here they are again at the Kennedy Center honors in early December. Jill refused to even look in her direction or shake her hand. You can see Kamala kind of look over at Biden. Are you going to acknowledge us? Nope. So you can see the moment where she shuns her right there. Right there. Oh, there's Kamala. Oh, nope. This might be the only place in America left where the Bidens will still get massive applause. It's, of course, New York City. The Kennedy Center honors were paying homage to everyone from Francis Ford Coppola to the Grateful Dead. Let's just say Jill and Joe were the ungrateful near death, while Kamala Harris's career is officially apocalypse now. By the way, Joe Biden was caught making this unfortunate salute. Someone, please put his hand down. But who knows what their beef is really about? Could it be forcing her husband out of the highest office in the land through a bloodless fake COVID coup? Or maybe it's because Jill likes to make out with Kamala's husband.
Watch this. Wow. Play that again, Sam? What was that? Huh. That is full lip. Full lip.
Right on the lips. Hell yeah. Doug no doubt prefers to kiss a woman without a mask on. Remember the reports this summer that Jill Biden was quote unquote lashing out against everyone trying to push her husband out?
That very tight inner circle includes his wife Jill, who they said is lashing out at those who want him to get out of the race.
If you were Jill Biden, you'd be pissed off too. She might have been our first woman president. We didn't even know it. Remember when comedian Jim Gaffigan roasted the Bidens?
The phenomena of secret Trump voters. I don't know if you've heard about this. People who publicly say they would never vote for Trump, but then when they go in the voting booth, they do. It's a small group. They're called the Biden family.
The joke actually hit a lot harder because Biden did this.
I need that hat. There it is.
Both Bidens have been sending subliminal messages signaling their discontent with the Democrat Party for a while now. On election day, Jill Biden even wore bright red, knowing the headlines it would create.
I just don't think it was an accident. First lady would dress like that to go vote if they weren't trying to send some sort of subliminal messages.
And while Jill Biden refused to even look at Kamala Harris, much less shake her hand or speak to her, she had no problem publicly fraternizing with Donald J. Trump. Jill Biden gave Trump such hot bedroom eyes that Trump actually used this exchange in a perfume ad. A fragrance your enemies can't resist. The dude truly is the greatest troll of all time. So while Jill Biden has been dropping hints about her dislike for Kamala for months now, Jill has finally entered the giving zero fucks phase of life, savagely roasting Kamala at the White House while the audience laughed.
So I hope that you all, just for a moment when you leave here today, that you feel, I don't know, a sense of joy. Because I think we all need like this, we all need to feel joy now during this time of the season, during this time. So anyway, okay, now I'll start. You're all reading into that. Anyway.
We don't have to read into anything. We are reading less than after iPhones and social media were invented. But I love how even Jill Biden knew that attempts to spin Kamala's neurotic and cringe cackle as joy was one of the worst attempts at gaslighting in modern political history. If this cackle is synonymous with joy, then I want to be filled with sorrow and hate for the rest of my life. Ironically, they made the least two joyful people push this line 24/7. Perhaps even more cringe than her cackle were her fake ethnic accents.
You better thank
September for vacation time. Yeah, we're gonna beat them in November. And we're gonna do it again in 2024. You know, empathy, man. You know,
Here's Rob Schneider roasting her for it.
No, but let me tell you, Kamala, she does different accents, you know, depending on where she is, you know, down south. Let me tell you something. You boys better get it together here and vote. Save democracy. Black community, she's like, shit, let me tell you something, honey. Let me tell you right now, we ain't vote for Trump, I even saw her at a 7-Eleven going like, listen, it's very important that we vote for the Democrats. We're trying to save democracy here. We're trying to save democracy. For sure, you don't understand. You need to vote. You need to vote.
Oh, that's too much. That's too much. Be serious. But remember a bombshell book from 2 New York Times contributors that exposed the fact that Jill Biden always hated Kamala Harris, never wanted her to be Biden's VP pick, but she was overruled by Ron Klain, who was Biden's chief of staff, former lawyer in Gore v. Bush 2000, who said in 2014 that all elections are rigged, by the way. Yes, Biden's chief of staff said that all elections were rigged on X, formerly known as Twitter, in 2014. Oh well. Of course, Jill Biden hated Kamala because Kamala, during the 2019 Democrat primary debates, called Joe Biden racist.
it was hurtful to hear you talk about United States senators who built their reputation on the segregation of race in this country.
Biden was so heated after the exchange in the debate that he leaned over to Buttigieg, whom he hardly knew, and said that was some bullshit.
And Joe Biden telling a group of supporters, quote, you get up there and call him a racist, go F yourself.
So yeah, Jill Biden officially hates Kamala, as if we needed any more evidence. And according to Biden's press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, Kamala has been taking time off to be with family, which some speculate is code for she's no longer welcome at the White House.
Hawaii, while DNC staffers are just wondering what they're going to do for work.
The vice president has taken time off to go spend time with her family. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think she deserves some time to be with her family and to have some downtime. She has worked very hard over the last 4 years, and her taking a couple of days to be with her family, good for her. Good for her. Thanks, everybody.
Good for her. If she was still in the White House surrounded by Biden loyalists, she'd probably be forced to go get coffee. But man, poor Kamala, she came this close to being the deep state's new DEI puppet. I guess better luck next time. And I'm starting to like this Dr. Jill. Maybe one day she'll become a real doctor. Let me know in the comments what you think the future holds for the joy-filled Kamala Harris.